DeCicco.
Welcome to Millionaire Mindset for Life. What we're going to cover here today, because we have a lot to cover, and there's only so much we can do in an hour. One of my mentors, Tony Robbins, he does 50-hour seminars in a weekend. So we're trying to condense one piece of that into this 1-hour presentation. But we're just going to cover the emotional piece and just touch into the relationships. But this is the beginning of getting into that millionaire mindset. But the key thing to take away from this diagram is that your relationship to money is exactly that. It's a financial and emotional connection. It's an emotional connection. It's everything about how you feel. When we think about having millions of dollars, like just think about it right now. Whatever monetary amount in your mind, whatever it is you think that you want or need, I want you to just give it to yourselves right now, mentally. Like you just got whispered in your ear, you just got a text, it's in your bank account right now. Right now. Whatever that number is, it's going to be different for everybody. But whatever that number is. Now, think about that feeling. What's that feeling that comes over when you say, all right, I already have it, right? What's that feeling? What is it that you really are experiencing? You're saying, I'm finally going to be able to, that's usually what it comes to, I'll finally be able to do X, right? I'll be able to buy this. I'll be able to travel to that. I'll be able to maybe even more extended, have the relationship, have this type of experience, right? But the truth is that, yes, there's a rudimentary sort of mechanics of living, the base level of existence, that type of thing. But beyond that, the rest is your choice about emotionally what you believe you think you can have or not have based on what your financial condition is. The biggest distinction there is that we have goals, okay? So I've even read in today's blogosphere and the whole tech thing, there's people like James DeCicco or whatever. These guys are coming into this whole millennial thing of like, goals suck and everything sucks and it's okay to suck. And that's great. I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but it's very, very misread. You got to have goals because ambition, what we talked about in the video, what the video touched on about desire. Desires are what make life worth living, right? Otherwise, it's very flat and mechanical. So goals, you say, I want to gig 10 times a month, or I want to make $10,000 a month, or I want to make $100,000 a month, or I want to sell so many records, or I want to get a Grammy, whatever that goal is, and then you'll achieve it. That's just a game that you play with yourself so you can go from there to the next goal, right? I mean, that's really what it is. You want to rise on the problem side. You want to rise from small, mundane, everyday problems to more interesting problems, right? Like which gold-laced diamond outfit should I wear tonight? This one or that one, right? As opposed to how do I pay my rent next month? So you want to separate the goals from the emotional content, all right? Because so many times we say, look, I'll relax when? I will finally feel good when? When I finally have this, I can relax. I'll be happy. And fortunately, our consciousness, I believe our society today, the culture, is moving a little more towards this emotional wellness and work life and that kind of thing, but it still is something that we're all getting through in our lives, is that to keep that separate, that the goals are here and challenges are going to come up. Look, no matter who it is, even Tony Robbins is a billionaire, and he's saying, the problems never stop, and they don't. They never stop. It's not like you're going to get a certain amount of money and then problems will go away. Certain things with not having money, problems will go away, but you're going to have a different set of problems. And it's all in how we emotionally set ourselves up to face those problems that's going to determine our day-to-day experience. Does that make sense? Day-to-day experience. So getting that connection with our emotional is the core of the beginning of all this. So next piece, success is an iceberg. In the world of entertainment, it's so many times we see that someone's just blowing up. Oh, look, they just popped out of nowhere. Overnight success. But we all know, and what can happen emotionally is to say, geez, I've been working at this for years. It's not happening for me. What's wrong with me, right? But the truth is that when you look at the picture of this, see risks, focus, goals, persistence, failure, massive action, sacrifice, habits, hard work. All that is what's beneath the visible part of the iceberg. And so when you see a guy or a girl on stage and they're at the big show and the big thing, all this stuff is what was behind that, moving towards that outcome, right? So when you try and just, we very much ascribe in this whole space that you want to model success. So if you have a mentor or somebody that you say, wow, that guy's so cool, or this girl is so beautiful and such a great talent, I want to be just like them. it seems like from what I can see, that's what I want. I want to have that type of an experience. That's great, but really, really understand what truly needs to be done to actually model those people. So just buying their guitar and playing through their amp and whatever, those are outcomes. Those are sort of the results. Really look at, a lot of times when you find people that seem to have this overnight success, you'll find the details of just how much dedication and time they put into things that are not sexy, that they're not going to put into a press release, right? They're selling, in the entertainment industry, we're selling a mood. We're selling a vibe, an experience. You see a record cover, it's like, wow, that's so sexy, that's so cool, that's so tough, that's so anarchy, whatever. And it's to elicit a certain emotional response that you can then connect to through the music. But to actually create that and to have that outcome, it's about all of the things that go into place, all the mechanics that go into place. A lot of things that I've heard typically in the entertainment industry, like how screwed everything is and how messed up everything is and how things aren't the way they used to be. Of course not. Things are never. What do you think the leaves say every year? They're like, man, we were thriving here. Now we're like dying and falling off the tree. I don't understand this. What's wrong? We got to blame somebody, right? It's just the way things are. And if you can start to reframe, which is a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming, which is some of what this is about, where we're taking everything that comes in and giving it a meaning. We're all meaning-making machines. So if things are happening in your life, and instead of saying, God hates me, or everybody's out to get me, or I'm trying so hard and nothing works, this language and this inner dialogue is actually governing your whole filter, your whole viewpoint of how things work in your life. And if you could actually frame, without getting, it's not even about religious or anything, but just to reframe everything that's happening in your life, all of your experiences, that A, what have you done to cause and create this? And two, that all these things are happening for you. I mean, no matter who we are, things are going to continue to happen. Challenges are going to come up. Everybody said, hey, everybody likes surprises? Who likes surprises? Right? Everybody. No, you only like the good surprises. You don't like the bad surprises. The thing is that there's a lot of little sticks in life, and that's what builds the big fire. Because you can't take a big log and just put it on a little flame. It doesn't support it, right? That's nature. We all live in nature. We're part of nature. So use those little sticks in life, weave them together into a mosaic of a perfect life, and build that strong fire so that you can sustain the big log and you can take on bigger challenges and you can handle it because you're growing yourself and being stronger through all that. So until next time, again, connect with me on social media. I want to get you all a copy of the book.